T. Gray and MK, you are now cleared for flight school takeoff.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
All right, folks, let's get down to business. It's that time. We're going to go ahead and get down to business. We're going to go ahead and get started here. We're going to start with our disclaimer. We always start with our disclaimer, and especially over this next couple of weeks, we want to make sure that we keep our disclaimer front and center. Why? Because we're going to be showing you the plan on how to make money. Hey, Peg, good to see you too. We're going to be showing you guys how to make money. We are going to lay out the plan that as a group, as a team, as a family, that we're going to go after and do for 2025. And that plan is going to be very specific. It's going to show you here's how you make the money. You know, whatever your target is, $1,000 a month, $2,500 a month, etc. We're going to show it to you. But here's what we can't do. We can't guarantee that you will achieve the plan and that you will make a certain amount of money. And the reason for that is we can't guarantee what you will do. We can guarantee that if you do X, you will get Y, but we can't guarantee that you'll do X, right? So what's going to happen is, what always happens is that there's going to be some people that take this, run with it, do a lot, make a lot, some that take it, do a little, make a little, some that take it, do nothing at all, and make, of course, nothing at all. And only you can determine that, the man or woman looking back at you in the mirror when you're brushing your teeth and flossing at least twice a day. So that being said, that's our disclaimer. We're sticking to it, and it's time for a word from our sponsor.
All right. All right, Ibüümerang family, MK coming to you from the flight deck. Let's pull up the slides. T. Gary and I are going to teach you how to master the fundamentals and unlock your earning potential. This is going to be awesome. Stay connected with the WhatsApp community, iboomnation.com. Go there, fill out the information. Search at Ibüümerang on Telegram and click join. What do your March leaders want for their birthdays? We are fundraising for the BÜM Foundation, and you can go to the boomfoundation.com or your back office. And we prefer your back office. Every little bit helps the children. However, there are no birthdays this coming month. Chargebacks, if you charge back, you will be terminated. However, you can go to iboomhub.com/downloads and download the multiple use credit card form. Do not give your funds to anyone for trading. Ibüümerang will not be held responsible for your loss of funds. Don't do it, folks. Not allowed. Cross recruiting and switching teams. It's grounds for termination for both the switcher and the sponsor. This is your brick. You are a personal star achiever, 300 QV, dual team qualified, 1 left, 1 right, 10 elevate customers, 1500 QV. That all adds up to a grand total of 1800 PQV. You want everybody on your team to accomplish and maintain this. CEO Circle, 10 elevate customers, and you can go to all events for free, but you've got to be qualified for 3 months in advance. CEO Corner, 25 elevate customers, and you can go to all virtual live events, including elevate boot camps, for free, but you've got to be qualified for 3 months in advance. Rank Up, everybody should be using Rank Up. Training call and recordings are now on iboomhub.com, and the YouTube playlist is live. It's right at the top, folks. youtube.com/Ibüümerang. Ibüümerang Rank Up presentations by your top leaders. Log into Rank Up, click prospecting videos, grab the link and send it, and you've got to match up the prospect with the presenter. Profit Snatcher testimonials now in Rank Up. Log into Rank Up, click prospecting videos, click Profit Snatcher testimonials, grab the link and send it. And again, you've got to match up the prospect with the presenter. Trade Buddy Lounge, live trading with the best profit coaches, and a Trade Buddy subscription is required. Send us your Profit Snatcher wins and Trade Buddy video testimonials. Send your Elevate and Trade Buddy testimonials to profitsnatchers@elevate.com for the written, TradeBuddyTestimonials.com for Elevate and Trade Buddy. Profit Snatcher schedule. Profit Snatcher is America's every first and third Wednesday of the month, and that's 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. This is the only call today, folks. MK coming to you from the flight deck. All right.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I am. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff, man. Awesome. And I see you guys getting your team members on. Great job. Well, I thought I hit send on that one, so I'll send it now. But great job, everybody, getting your team members on. You want to keep them coming, keep getting them on, because we're almost there at the training that we're going to do today. All right, real quick, everybody, where are we? We are at the 8th of the month. We are on the tail end of the white zone. So what should we be doing? What's the activity for the white zone? Massive, massive exposure, lots of presentations, three-way calls, et cetera, in order to expose people to your opportunity. Do you know the numbers? Do you know the numbers? I tell you guys, in a couple of weeks, we're going to lay it down for you guys, and this is going to be key. So I want you to realize all of this has just been preparation. All of this has been practice for the big show, and the big show is coming. If we go to the next slide, in the white zone, you got to know your numbers to grow your numbers. And I want you guys right now to make a personal commitment to being even more diligent about knowing your numbers in 2025, because that is what we're going to do. We're going to lay out such a clear and specific business plan for you guys that you can follow it. You can color by numbers, but you're going to have to know the numbers. You're going to have a plan. You're going to have to know how many people you want to expose, how many people you actually do expose every day, every week, every month. That's right, Travell. That's right, bro. So you're going to want to be on top of your numbers, because that's how business is done. All right. So we're going to talk more about that. I'm going to save it. I'm not going to get deep into it, but you're right, Kevin. You got to track it. You 1000% have to track it. All right. What's next, Mark?
Trade Buddy, PS20.
Everybody, stop it for a second, real quick. We are at the 8th of the month, which means we only have 2 more days of the white zone. What follows the white zone, everybody?
Okay.
What follows the white zone? This is going to be crucial. What follows, what zone comes after the white zone? Blue. Thank you, Bernard. Thank you, Mr. Ravenel. Blue zone is coming up starting on the 11th of the month. And on the 11th of the month, like David Romero said, it's time to make sure we get these folks signed up, right? Massive exposure followed by massive sponsorship, okay? And this in massive sponsorship, what we're going to do is we want to make sure that all the people we exposed do something. What is the minimum activity that we want out of a person that we've exposed? Minimum activity, Topsy. New client, Mr. Romero says, right? A new customer. At a minimum, new customer. Buy the product. Try the product. So I really want us to dial into that mentality, okay? We're going to dial into that mentality. Kevin Clayton, a subscription of some type. You could not have said it better, Kevin. You want a subscription of some type. We're going to really hone in to this mentality, okay? So that's what we're doing. Do we want people to sign up with the CEO pack? Absolutely, hell yeah. But will we take them if they sign up on the executive pack? Will we take them if they sign up on an affiliate pack? Will we take them if they become a customer? Yes, 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 yes. And Elijah and Anna say yes. Yes. Okay. So that's our level of focus. All right. So I want to make sure everybody realizes the blue zone's coming up. So get ready to shift your mind and your activities on the 11th. Okay. Let's see what Trade Buddy has
Buddy
been
is buddying. Week of 1/1/25 through 3/7/25. Gold, 45 trades, 36 wins, 9 losses, max pips, 7,497, win rate 77%, profit per one lot traded $76,562. Dude. GJ, 63 trades, 47 wins, 16 losses, max pips 3,912, win rate 77%, profit per one lot traded $24,570. UCAD, 58 trades, 45 wins, max pips 2,537, win rate 82%, profit per one lot traded $18,508, 166 trades, 119 wins, 38 losses, 78% win rate, 13,946 pips. So it was 100% these last 2 days.
Wow. And so the last 2 days, Thursday and Friday this week, Trade Buddy went 100%.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, that's the right day. So Danny's asking, is that the right day? So this is so far for the year. This is January 1
this is for the year.
March 7. Right?
Yeah.
January 1 to March 7. Come on, nobody added this up for me yet? Where's the calculator? There we go. Thank you. So what does this mean?
119,000.
I asked Mark to do this because I wanted to punch everybody in the face. Because honestly,
Boom.
how many of you guys out there wanted to make some more money? You came into the year saying, I need to make some more money, right? Who said that? Like, be honest. Be honest. Let's be honest, right? Who said it? You guys are quiet in chat. Everybody here said it because you guys don't want to answer because you already know the next question, right? The next comment. That's what I'm talking about, Letitia. Thank you for being honest. Everybody, right, Terrell? Do you realize if you would have taken every one of these trades, the winners and the losers, at one lot, you would have earned, thank you, Elijah, $119,640 days, $640, sorry, in the first 67 days of the year.
Dude.
Isn't that crazy? So I tell you what, sometimes what happens is we have the answers right in front of us. We have the answer right on us. Some of you guys are in a coaching program, and what do we say, right? It's already here. So we have the answer, we have the ability, we have to marry it with our discipline, right? And this is not even counting the daily bangers that are being called on Coffee and Charts. I mean, first of all, we just have a hit squad. These guys have been on, right? Donnie, Pips, FX Rich, on like animals.
Xander,
right? I'm getting there. Xander, on like Donkey Kong. Diana with Bitcoin, on. And there's so much money being made. And I was telling Mark, I was on Coffee and Charts 2 days this week or 3 days this week. And I was on 3 days this week, Coffee and Charts.
Yeah.
And the first day I was on, I took all of the trades. I didn't take all of the trades, but all of the trades that I took that were called on Coffee and Charts, won 100%. I made money. Yep. The second day, same thing. The third day, which was Thursday, 2 out of 3.
Nice.
2 out of 3, and the gain was significantly greater than the loss. Like I only lost $9 because I've learned from the Elevate Hub how to identify support, resistance, supply, demand, and proper risk management. So I didn't over leverage myself. Once it became clear this trade's not happening, I got out. So my loss was small. So altogether this week, I had probably 5 or 6 winning trades from coffee and charts that made me some money, right? Plus Trade Buddy.
Yeah.
So that's what we got.
78% win rate.
78% win rate. That's like almost 8 out of 10 trades.
Yeah.
It's insanity. Please repeat the number. 119,640. If Elijah's calculator is correct, it's 119,640. Wild.
Yep. 119,640.
In freaking saying. Michelle says, I need to make money. There you go. You want to make more money? There you go. We got it, Ron. You need to make more money? You got it.
Yep.
Right? So there you go, guys. We got a product that works in more than one way. So that's some really good stuff. Great job. Great job, Mark. Thanks for pulling that together for us.
All right. The
We trust you, Elijah. We trust you. I'm just giving you a hard time, sir. I'm just giving you a hard time. You're a big dude. I'm not going to mess with you, bro. All right. Hey, congrats to everybody who's in Indiana, Indianapolis.
Joe Peach, are you there in Indianapolis?
Yeah, he said he just landed.
Okay. All right.
I think Ron Petty, are you there too?
Yeah.
Petty's there also.
There.
Who else is there? And on flight?
That's why flight school is light.
Yeah, because there's an event that starts in an hour.
Yes.
So actually in 40 minutes, you got the man himself, Mr. Holton Bugs. Presidential Diamond, Darren Gibson got HB to come on out there, and it's going to be special. Yeah. Excellent. Way to go, Joe Peach. Man, have a great time.
I want to be there.
Joe, I'm putting you on accountability, bro. Here's what you need to do. At the end of the day today, I want you to message me direct. Send me the top 5 things you learned from HB and HB and Darren while you're there. Okay?
Yeah.
Get me on that.
Me too.
There you go. Mark said he wants to. Who else is there? Ron Petty, are you there?
Yeah. I think he's there.
Ron, if you're there, I'm giving you the same assignment. If you're there, I'm giving you the same assignment. Okay, cool. Excellent. So Common Club is going to be fire. Michelle, are you there or just 3 of your team members? Ooh, look, Diamond Tierra is here. What's going on, DT? I know you are there. You guys are going to rock it today. It's so exciting. Yeah. Jealous. He's like, yo, what's up, fellas? On Facebook. Yes, sir. All righty. Cool. Well, let's rock it. So, Michelle, let's get those 3 team members to give you the same. I want you to give your team members the same assignment that I just gave my buddy Joe Peach and my buddy Ron Petty. Okay? Thanks for the pop-up. Tier. I want you, if you can stick around for a couple of seconds. So I'm about to get into something real quick that you guys may carry through while you're over there. Kevin, same thing. You got 2 team members there? Same thing. All right.
Yep.
Let's tie some accountability here. All right. So let's go ahead and keep moving. Comma Club is on fire. We'll do Winner Circle next week. I think we're going to get into our training next, which is fabulous. So let me get my little slides going here, because having them already open would be too much like right. That would be too much like right. Okay, let's resize this and get this in the right spot. Let's see if Mark will let me share. All right.
Yep.
Cool.
I'll let you share.
All right, cool. So here's the deal, folks. It's time to go to war. It is time to go to war. We've been going slow for too long. How many of you agree with that? How many of you agree with that? We've been going slow for too long. How many of you agree that it's time to get back on that explosive track? Romero, you remember, right? Absolutely. Or Herb Grant, yes, sir, right? You guys been sticking. This is what you've been sticking around for, right, Tammy? This is what you've been sticking around for. Right, Mary? Absolutely. This is why we're all still here. Because we're ready to go ahead and just rock this thing. So here's what your fearless leader, Mr. Holton Buggs, myself, Mark, Anna, Presidential Diamond, Darren Gibson have been collaborating on. We've been collaborating on the plan for 2025.
Yes,
And
sir.
the plan is all around the comma club and getting people to have checks with a comma in it. Right? How many of you want to be in the comma club this year? Have checks with a comma in it. That means your check is at least $1,000. You're making $1,000 a month, even better, $1,000 a week. How many of you want that? Connie, you said you want that? You go, girl. That's what I'm talking about. Topsy wants it. Yes, Topsy. We got you. Joe Peace, that's why you flew, right? That's why you went from Honolulu to Indianapolis. You want it. Godly, you want it. You want to rock South Africa. Show them who's boss. So we've put the plan together, right? We've put the plan together, and in a couple of weeks or so, it might be next week, it might be the week after, we are going to lay out the plan in all its glorious detail. Like, I'm not even asking you guys to put the plan together. We did a event with Mr. Buggs. I know you guys know Mr. Buggs is doing coaching for the network marketing community, and I did part of the training. And on my training, I challenged people to put together their business plan, people in all sorts of different companies. And then, I said, you know what? But the people who are in my company should have an advantage. How many of you agree? How many of you agree? If you're in a company with us, if you're in a company with Holton, you should have an advantage, right? Okay, so here's the advantage. The advantage is that plan is being put together for you.
Yes.
Becky Rayburn, the plan has been put together for you. Elijah, you get it. It is about to be game time. Fill in the blank with whatever expletive you want to use. Some of you put darn. Some of you put one that was multisyllabic. Is that how you say it, Mark?
Yeah, multisyllabic.
Man, mine was multisyllabic, right? Mr. Romero put freaking.
Yeah.
Right? So this plan is fire. It really is. It is so clear. You will have no ambiguity or confusion about what to do and what to focus on. And I'm here to tell you that somebody on flight school today is going to end up a top earner in the company.
The foundation is going to be so solid, it's going to be nice.
Somebody on flight school today is going to make a lot of money. A lot of money, right? Because this is maybe what you've been waiting for. And I remember in my personal situation, Mark, it was what I was waiting for. It's what I was looking for when I first started in network marketing.
Yep.
Right? I was like most people. I was floundering. I was just doing, and the doing wasn't getting me anywhere until I met Mr. Buggs. And Mr. Buggs, just like a football coach, started drawing X's and O's. He said, you do this, you get that. You do X, you get Y. You do X times 2, you get Y times 3. And he started showing me how to go about it. And literally 18 months later, I was the number 7 money earner in that company. And when I joined the company, it was already about 7 years old. I was not the first one in. I passed people up because Mr. Buggs drew out a plan. So Mr. Buggs and I have been working on this plan. Mark is working on it with us. And we have put this plan together. And Jackie, isn't this a blessing? Look what Jackie said in the chat. I tried to put mine together, but I ran into trouble on how to determine the numbers. No problem. Guess what? We did it for you.
Nice.
Did it for you. Might be next week, might be the week after. We're going to lay out that plan. Y'all need to get ready. Y'all can't show up like this. The numbers are going to have to be much bigger because you will hurt yourself. You will have already demonstrated failure behavior if you don't show up with your entire team. If you can't get your whole team on, if there was ever a time for you to shake your jelly and sell it, this is the time. All right. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. We can give you a plan, but we got to get you right first. Okay?
Right.
Got to get you right first because you ain't ready for the plan. Right? We give you the plan, and for many people, it's going to be business as usual. And they're going to end the year in the same place that they're at right now. So what we want to do right now is let's get everybody ready. Let's get our mind right. Okay.
Yes.
You guys ready for that?
Yep.
How many of you guys are down with that?
I'm ready.
Right. Let's get ourselves ready. Right. You know, if you're going to run a marathon, what do? You train, you get ready. You don't just wake up one day and say, I'm going to go run 26 miles. Right. So you practice and you get your mind right. You listen to the right things and you watch the right things and you eat the right.
You walk every day.
Right. You do the things to get yourself ready to execute the plan when it comes game time, marathon day. So we're going to do a little bit of that today. And so this is part one of your 2025 success plan. We're going to call this the foundation of the plan. Okay. So let's dig in. I was waiting for Mark to change the slide and I realized these are my slides. All right. So we are about to do something big together. I just feel it in my soul. I was talking to Presidential Diamond, Darren Gibson, and I've never seen him so ready. I'm talking to Tio. Tio, what is going on with you, bro? What are you eating? I mean, this dude he's like a fire-breathing dragon. He's so focused, so ready. I was even talking to Diamond Trey Harris, and he was just like, man, let's go, T. Let's go. I'm ready. He goes, I had to handle some business, but the business is handled, and I'm ready. I'm ready, T. Right? So I tell you, we got Blue Diamond, Jackie Pippins. We got all these folks that are ready to go. Look, we got the locked in crew. Diamond Tier said he's locked in. Travell said he's locked in. Let me ask you guys a question. I'm going to ask a question. And Mark, we'll figure out some way to create some type of accountability mechanism, you know. I hate to ask this question because I know what everybody says, but I got to ask it. If we were going to lock arms together as a group, as a fam, and say, hey, let's just go ahead and show the world. Let's go ahead and show everybody who's got some stuff to say what we're really made of. Let's show them who we are. Let's show them what we got. Let's show them that we are a force to be reckoned with. Let's get this thing rocking. Let's create some success stories. Let's create a wave of people who are making $1,000 a month, $2,500 a month, $5,000 a month, $10,000, $25,000, $50,000, $100,000 a month. Who is down to be part of that type of a movement? Who's down to be in that? If we're gonna all do it together, like everybody doing the exact same thing, all together. Deanna, you in? Oh, I love you, Deanna. Yes. I was hoping you would say that. Connie Douglas, you in?
Jacqueline Phillips is in.
I'm so happy just now, Connie. Connie. Yes.
Elijah and Anna are in.
Huh? Who's in? You know who's in? You know who just made me real happy? Kia Kinlaw just made me super happy. Kia, I believe in you so freaking much. I believe that as a professional lady that you are, that all you need is a plan to follow. And I promise you, Kia, we're going to give you that plan. And
God plays in.
if you go and you execute that plan, Kia, the comp plan will not fail you. Do you hear me, Kia? I'm talking to you directly. All right. Edson, my brother, man, you were just here in Houston. And
Yes.
you know, you were in that first company that I was in when I was being coached by Holton. We were crossline. And you were winning then. And you're such an incredible professional. People like you, love you, respect you. You already have a very, very successful business. I believe, sir, that all you need is a plan. All you need is a plan. And I promise you that in 1 to 2 weeks, we're going to give you that plan. You were there in the room when I challenged people from all over to put together a business plan for their company. You were there, right? But for you, sir, for Kia, for Travell, for everybody who's on here, we're going to give you that plan. Okay. And now, but then when we lay out the plan, it's going to be go time for us to all do it together. We're going to all keep each other accountable. We're going to do it together as a group. I don't want you to think of yourself as an individual. We're going to do it together. All right. Kia, I'm looking forward to you as an emerging leader in our company. Now it's going to be time for you to show that professionalism and to take the reins and to be the leader. Okay? You played the back for far too long. It's time for you to come up, girl. All right? Same for you, Edson. Same for you, Travell. Right? It's time for you guys to come up. Kevin, Tammy, it's time to come up. All right?
Ibüümerang, one big family.
One big family, and we're going to do this big thing together. But we need to, before we do that, we gotta get our minds right, right? We got to take some inventory of what we're working with. So let's start with this. One of the first things that let's get really clear. What are you selling? Right? What are you selling? How are my slides all messed up? Yeah, they are messed up. Okay. So let's just, what's in the bag? Okay, we got IGO. Let's talk about IGO for a second. Okay, IGO is a fantastic product. But the thing about IGO that gets people in trouble is mismanaged expectations. Okay. You know, those of you who are in the special coaching program with Holton that Mark and I are also in. Mm-hmm. One of the things he talks about, and he talked about this even on this past weekend, is the 4 levels of communication. 4 levels of communication. Okay. Real quick. And some of you who've learned it, I'm going to lean on you to add these notes in the chat as I go. Okay. So I'm deputizing the Edsons of the world, the Deannas of the world. Deanna, you're in the program too. I'm deputizing you guys to put some things in chat. So as soon as I said that, you guys should know exactly what I'm talking about, right? The first level of communication is the lie. The lie. I want one of you guys to put that in the chat. Facebook and Zoom. Let's get it in there. Level 1 is the lie, right? And obviously, when the lie is present, there is no power. Okay? So we're not lying. We don't lie. Okay? We do not misrepresent. We do not overstate. We do not oversell, right? Because when the lie is present, there is no power. Okay? The second level of communication is the truth. The truth. Number 2 is the truth. Okay? What do you get when you tell the truth? I'm going to tell you what you get. You get buyer's remorse. I know we say the truth is good enough, and we do mean that. We mean to be factual, but when the truth creates buyer's remorse. Okay? Because it doesn't, so for example, here's the truth. about IGO. We're going to do the truth. Here's first, let me start with the lie. You're going to always find a savings. Well, that's not true, right? Because remember, the way IGO works, this is the hotels and et cetera, putting some of their excess inventory on at a discount. If they don't have excess inventory, or if they don't, for example, you're not going to find a good deal in New Orleans during Super Bowl weekend because no hotels are going to say, hey, I'm going to put up my room for cheap. They're sold out at high prices that they bumped up, right? So that would be a lie. Second is, the truth is, you'll find discounts up to 70%. Or in the words of a customer, you'll find discounts up to 35%. Okay, cool, right? Why does the truth lead to buyer's remorse? Because it's not all the time, right? So the next level of communication is transparency. Number 3 is transparency. Transparency says, this is an amazing product. It's where you're going to find wholesale prices. You will have the ability to find 5-star at 3-star prices if you're willing to look around. If you're a person who needs to stay at the same hotel all the time, you might not find a good price at the hotel that you want. But if you're willing to say, hey, show me all the 5-star hotels that are available in this place at this time, or all the 4-star hotels, 4 and 5 stars combined at a particular locale and time, you're going to find a good deal. More often than not, you're going to find a great deal. Okay, so that's transparency. What does transparency lead to? Transparency leads to relationship. Right? Transparency leads to relationship. But there is a 4th level, and the 4th level is vulnerability. Number 4 is vulnerability. And you know what vulnerability leads to? Loyalty. Loyalty. Vulnerability is, you know what? I use this all the time. And I can tell you right now that almost every single time that I've traveled, I've been able to find a great deal on IGO. Because I'm not trying to stay at the Hilton all the time. I'm not trying to stay at the Marriott all the time. I just want to stay at a great hotel. And so what I'll do is I will do a search, and then I'll do a filter. I'll say 4 stars so that it gives me all the 4 and 5-star hotels. And then I'll sort it by who's giving me the biggest discount or the best price. And I'm almost every single time able to find a great hotel and a great price. Now, I wish I could find discounts on airfare, but the airline industry is very competitive. And so, I'll search my airfare in IGO, but I don't always find a good deal on airfare on IGO. I find it's probably better for me to actually book on my preferred airline site. But when it comes to hotels and rental cars, this thing is the bomb. Do you guys understand the difference? Right? And so no lies, not just the truth. Transparency is good, but vulnerability is even better. Right? Now I've shaped an expectation, right? What about for an ambassador? Right? Same conversation. But I'm going to tell them and say, hey, listen, can you make money with IGO? Yes, you can. You can, because we've set up a unique relationship where when our customers save money, you actually make money. Whatever they save, if they save $100, you get $50 as a bonus, right? But here's the thing I want you to know that leads to sometimes people being disappointed. It's great that you can earn that, but the one thing is it's not like selling, skincare, where if I sell you this tube of lotion, you go and you use it right away. Or if it's not like selling you a supplement, I sell you this vitamin and you're going to use it, and then 30 days you've used it up and you need to order again. Travel is kind of unpredictable. People use it when they want to go somewhere. When are they going to go somewhere? I don't know, right? So I've found that sometimes I'll get a customer and they may never use it, or they may use it at some random point in time, months down the road, and I don't even know when they used it. So the biggest thing for me about iGo personally is I have literally saved thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, more than I've spent in Iboomerang, on my own travel using iGo. You see what I'm saying? So now I don't have disappointed ambassadors on my team that are like, oh, where's my iGo commissions? Right? And then the other thing that I'll tell them is saying, by the way, sometimes the savings are really small. Sometimes your customer might save $10 and you might get $5 in your check, right? You also have no control over what they choose. Okay. So it's going to be a little extra money. That's great. But at the end of the day, the biggest benefit is the money that I've saved on my travel. Does that make sense, guys? If that makes sense, and if that's a little bit different than what you're doing, put "make sense" in the chat. I want to see "make sense" in the chat. I want to see if everybody's still with me. Because we're getting ready. We're getting ready. We're getting ready to run. Okay? And so we gotta get our shit together right now, because we're gonna run. Okay? All right, good. Curtis, I see you on the Facebook. Does that make sense, bro? I know you got a team that's gearing up to run. Bro, you are gonna love this plan. You're part of my inspiration to do this. Okay. All right, good. All right, so we're selling iGo. What else are we selling? Elevate. This is the star of our show, folks. Elevate.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Man, what's in Elevate? What makes up Elevate? Who can help me? What makes up Elevate? Who can help me? I just want to see if you guys really understand how to sell this product. What makes up Elevate? What does the Elevate product consist of? Okay, number one, Romero, education on training. The Elevate education platform, the hub, is second to none. How many of you, I'm really hoping everybody here has an Elevate subscription. Homework assignment, go in the hub. Go in the hub. Homework assignment, because you're going to be selling this. Go in the hub. Click on, go into the content and click around and look at the beginner courses. Look at the 101s. Look at the intermediate courses. Look at the 201s, right? Look at the advanced courses. Go to community content. Look at all the stuff that Donnie has put in there, all the recorded trainings. And I got to ask you this question. Is it all there? Is it all there? 1,000%. 1,000%. I was talking to a gentleman who he saw me trading during the event last weekend, and he came and looked over my shoulder, and he's like, I don't know anything about what I'm seeing here. I goes, I tried to do it before with this other group, and it wasn't what they said it was going to be. You know, what do you call them things, like candlesticks? Yeah. What do you call a little skinny part at the top or at the bottom? I said the wick. I said, you know what, bro, you need to learn to freaking trade. I opened up the hub and I started showing he's like, oh, Dad, teach you that in there? I'm like, yeah, they teach you that. Look, what is a candlestick? He was flabbergasted. And I showed him different topics, and I showed him what I challenged you to go look at. And he's like, everything is here. I'm like, literally everything. From what is Forex, what is a candle, all the way up to advanced trading strategies. And I know some of you guys out there are just like, well, just tell me the trade. You want signals. Well, you know what? You're going to be more successful at signals if you can understand support and resistance.
Yes. For
Let me
sure.
ask you guys a question. Did anybody been in the hub? Does it teach you support and resistance?
Yes.
Deanna came to us. She knew zero about trading. She comes from healthcare, knew zero about trading. She's making all this money trading. Why? Because it's there. Tanisha should tell you it's there. Let me ask you this. Even if you want signals, you will be more successful at signals if you understand supply and demand. And you can identify supply zones and demand zones. Do they teach you that in the hub? Is it in the hub? Is it in there? Is it in there? Is it in there? It's in there a bunch of different times, right? You will be more successful at signals, right? Because everybody wants, tell me the truth. Everybody's so lazy. They want to find their own trade. Okay, well, no problem. But will you be more successful with signals if you understand proper risk management and lot sizes?
Yeah. Signals are GPS.
Is it in there?
Joe
It's
Peach.
in there. What's Joe Peach saying, Mark?
Yeah. Signals are GPS. Doesn't do much good if you don't know how to drive.
Signals are GPS, but if you don't know how to drive, you can't go nowhere. You're still going to get in a wreck, right? Deanna, it's crazy because I was talking to that same gentleman, and I said lot size because you start speaking trading like you think everybody understands you. He's like, "What's a lot size?" And I just clicked around and I showed him the training about lot sizes. It's in the hub. Tanisha said, Elevate is the Swiss Army knife of trading. Can your customer learn in the hub? Can your customer learn in the hub? Can your new ambassador who has an Elevate subscription learn in the hub? It's there. It's all there. Diamond Tierra says, do trees produce?
Do trees produce oxygen?
Yes, they do. Danny says, we. T. Gray says, we. Right? So it's all there. So the hub, the education, is part one of Elevate. What's part two? What's part two of Elevate? What's part two of Elevate? Travell says his new business partners love the hub. Part two is the community. Thank you, Diamond Tier.
Yes.
Part two is the community. And our community, our trading community, is second to none. Because what does community mean? What is the value of community in trading? Come on, folks.
How many people are on those calls?
Community. I'm talking about community. I'm talking about the Discord. I'm talking about our Telegram groups. I'm talking about the groups that you have for your own groups. What's the value of community? Elijah, you pinged it right on the head. You are not alone. Like Michael Jackson said, you are not alone. You're not alone, right? This can be daunting. This can be scary. And it's easy to give up if you do it by yourself. But we're not alone. Lewis Barnes says we share information. Deanna says our community is like-minded people. Bernard says this is about togetherness. Michelle says you don't have to trade in a silo. Joe says the community gives you accountability. David says it's a trading mastermind. Do you see how you guys are ready? Look how you guys just sold it. Those are your bullet points. Somebody needs to capture all that. Mark, let's make sure we capture that, right? That's the power of the community aspects. What's the third part of Elevate? What's the third part of Elevate? We got the hub, we got the education, we have the community. What's the third part? What's the third part? Who knows what the third part is? Who? Nope, that's a whole nother product. We're gonna get to that in a minute. There you go. Live trading. Live trading. Do you guys realize we have live trading 7 days a week? 7 days a week. Now, I think there's going to be a 2-week break. I don't know if Xander took that break yet because he's going to be moving. But between Xander, Diana, Donnie, and FX Rich, between those 4, we have live trading every day, including today, Saturday, and Diana's Bitcoin and Beyond session is both live trading and education. But what is the value of live trading? Like if you were trying to get me on Elevate subscription, when you started talking about live trading, why is live trading good for me? Why is live trading good for me? Jackie Phillips, she said live trading, part 3. Why is live trading good for me? Number 1, social proof, right? Because Diamond Tier says social proof because I'm going to see people around me making money. Somebody's going to put in the chat, I just made $200. I just made $100 getting a 20 pip move on gold, $100 in 10 minutes. It's going to give me belief. Danny says it's going to give you confidence. Deanna it shows that the system works. Herb is transparency because guess what? I like that one, Herb. You know why? Because sometimes we lose trades when we're trading together. Donnie showed how he took account. He's trying to. I'm telling you, I love it. He every month, every 2 months, he does the same thing. He takes a $50 account to see how far he can take it, and he took it from 50 all the way up to 500, and he left the trade open, and woke up and found that account back down to $100. And he flat out told everybody this on Coffee and Charts. Why? Because we have transparency. We have vulnerability, right? So we don't win all the time. We just win most of the time. And that's the beautiful thing about trading. All you have to do is win most of the time. You don't got to win all the time. Nobody wins all the time, right? So demonstration. So our live trading is second to none. Here, I'm going to be bold and say, I told Mark I was going to say this. Y'all listening to me? If you're listening to I want you guys to hear what I'm about to say. If you're listening, say I'm listening. I'll see you in chat real quick. Come on. Are you listening? I'm listening. I'm listening? Okay, cool. All right, here we go. Some people have left our circle, gone off trying to find what we have someplace else. And somebody told them, we got that. And so they went. And you know what they found? It ain't this.
Yeah.
You know how I know it ain't this? Because they keep trying to recruit the people who make this to there. Why they want them so bad? Because over there ain't over here. Then I'm just giving you the feedback. I'm telling you what my spies have told me because my spies have told me boring. No real trading. I actually had a person tell me, listen to this one. You guys ready for this one? I had somebody tell me that they actually signed up in one of those programs that people have recently gone to in order to use an automated trader that was being marketed.
Yep.
And it's supposed to automatically grow your money. It's going to trade your account. You're going to get X return, right? And let me tell you guys a story about the 4 levels of communication. The person said, I don't want to build your business. I just like that thing. Right? I'm not going to call the names because I don't want to expose anybody. I just want that thing. I want to put some money in that thing. So I'm going to sign up at your lowest plan, $99, so I can get that thing. And the person said, okay. And this is, by the way, some of y'all know. The person who signed this person up. And right? Oh, the person who signed up quickly found out that you can't access that thing that the person wanted at the $99 plan. You have to be on the $1,500 plan. in order to access that. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think the recruiter knew that? Do you think the recruiter knew that? Thierry, you know the recruiter. I'm going to tell you, the recruiter 1000% knew that. So now what we have is the lie, because now we have buyer's remorse. Because the person who said, I want that thing and signed up for $99 and now find out that they got to spend $1,500 more in order to access it is now having buyer's remorse. But they signed up for it anyway because they still really wanted to do it. So they did the $1,500. And then they put a few $1,000s in an account with that thing. And 3 weeks later, that thing had taken 0 trades. 0 trades. 3, Tier, I exaggerate not, and this is not even a third-party story, Tier. The victim told me themselves. 3.
I was there.
Mark was sitting there. We're flabbergasted. And so now the person goes back to the recruiter and says, 3 weeks, not a single trade. What's going on? Oh, you gotta be willing to sit in this thing long term. So there was no transparency, there was no vulnerability. Maybe if the person would have said, hey, this thing really works, it gets great results, but it doesn't trade every week. Sometimes it only trades once or twice a month. But if you put your money in there and you let it sit over a 12-month period of time, you can expect these type of results. Maybe. But no. Right? So I'm just trying to tell you guys, I'm gonna tell you what I told that person. I said, you would have been better off adding that $2,000 or $3,000, however much it was, to your current trading account and just getting on coffee and charts every day.
Yeah, for sure. And Trade Buddy.
Yep. So Edson, that person told you the story too. You see what I'm saying? So you guys have the goods. You guys have the goods. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. Okay, cool. So Elevate, you have the first 3 parts, the education, you have the community, you have the live trading, and then you also have Trade Buddy. Mark, I'm gonna stop sharing. Can you put those Trade Buddy results up one more time? I think people forgot. Just put that Trade Buddy slide up one more time for folks. I think Kia forgot. I think Godly forgot. Kia coming like, don't be calling my name out with stuff like that. I think Cynthia forgot. I think Ron Petty forgot. So put it back up for Ron Petty and Tom Pastry. Right? Put it back up for them. 67 days. First 67 days of the year, Trade Buddy, 78%. 78%. So far this year, Trade Buddy has called 45 gold trades and 36 were winners. 63 GJ trades, 47 were winners. 58 UCAT trades, 45 were winners. 166 total trades, of which 119 were winners. And like Elijah calculated, if you took all these trades, the winners and the losers, you'd be up $119,000 if you took it out of one lot trade. Does it freaking work?
Yes, it does.
All right. So what am I selling? What is my product? Does it work? Elevate, IGO, and then there's the Ibüümerang opportunity. All right. Now, the Ibüümerang opportunity is solid. You do X, the comp plan will pay you Y. Period, full stop. Our back office works. Our team works. How many of you think that from a leadership perspective, the combination of Holton Bugs, T. Gray, Mark, Anna is X factor? You guys got to understand this. We are a very, very special group. We're not your average or normal network marketing leadership team. Oh, you guys don't see my slides because I'm not sharing it, right? It would be good if I was sharing it. Sharing it is good. Sharing is caring. Okay. Right. So we are, this is an X Factor group. People are literally paying thousands of dollars to learn what we teach you every Saturday.
Yes, for sure.
Because we learned it from Holton. So this is a very special opportunity. The leadership that we have here, Presidential Diamond, Darren Gibson, Diamond Tier, Diamond Trey, Blue Diamond Jackie, the leaders that we have here, phenomenal leaders. So this opportunity here, we know how to do it. We know how to recognize you when you succeed, right? So you're also selling this opportunity, this community, this leadership team, this education. We're gonna feed your soul. I think you guys see flight school is changing. And I'm gonna tell you right now, when we launch this plan, flight school is gonna take another turn. We're gonna be very focused on the plan every single week.
Right. Yep.
Very, very focused on helping you achieve the plan every single week. Okay. So, and you're going to hear from people who are doing the plan and who are winning. So we make sure that there's constant sharing of how people are winning, constant social proof, et cetera, et cetera. So we know what we're selling. We got IGO, we got Elevate, we got the opportunity, right? Okay.
Solid foundation.
Solid foundation. Okay, let's talk about the next thing. How do you get paid and what do you get paid to do? You need to be very, very clear on that. I can tell you right now that if you're not making money, part of it is you're not clear on your products. Part of it is you ain't clear on how you get paid and what you get paid to do. You know, when Mark and I were building this training and we were talking yesterday, we use this example, and I'm going to use it with you guys right now. You ready? Let's suppose you owned a restaurant. Right, Tammy, you own a restaurant. Jenny Ganal, you own a restaurant. Peg, you own a restaurant. And you hire me as a cook. What do I get paid to do? I promise you it's not a trick question. Oh my gosh, some of you guys are freaking brilliant. Deanna, I had no idea. I bet you could launch a rocket. I get paid to freaking cook, right? If you hire me as a cook, I get paid to cook. So I need you to pay real close attention to my next question. Let's suppose that instead of cooking, I've just been sweeping the floor, setting the tables, greeting the guest. And I do that for a solid week, but I don't cook. Are you going to pay me? Are you going to pay me? Michelle says no. Peg says no. Everybody says no. Well, when I come here, I'm like, man, come on, I've been coming here every day. I've been greeting the guests. I'm keeping the floor clean, folding napkins. I've been doing all this stuff. Where's my money? Danny's showing me the door. Why? Because I'm doing everything but what I get paid to do. How many of you just realized I'm talking about you? Come on, let me see some vulnerability in the chat. How many of you realize I just described you? You ain't getting paid because you're not doing the things that the comp plan pays you to do. Now, yes, Do you love me because I'm doing all those other things? Should I be willing to help with the guest? Should I be willing to fold napkins if I need to? Yes, but I got to make sure I do what I get paid to do.
Deanna Williams, stop hitting me.
Yeah, D-Dubs. So let's talk about this for a second. How do you get paid? The weekly pay includes the enrollments. So when new ambassadors join your team, you get paid in your weekly pay. When your new ambassadors upgrade from affiliate to executive or CEO, or from executive to CEO, you get paid in your weekly pay. Okay. Retail bonuses also paid in your weekly pay. So when you get a customer, you get paid in your weekly pay. When your customer pays their subscription each month, you get paid in your weekly pay. Does that make sense? This is fundamental, right? I'll show you how fundamental it is. What did Jackie Phillips say earlier? She said, I tried to put together the plan, but I got stuck on the numbers, right? She got stuck on the getting paid part, right? That's why this is important to understand. You need to understand what you get paid for and when. I went through, how many of you remember last week I referred to doing a comp plan, game plan with somebody? And this was a major piece of revising the understanding. What goes into the weekly pay? What goes into the monthly pay? So what goes into the monthly pay? Subscriptions, overrides. That means getting paid on all the subscriptions in your group and any other purchases that we may or may not have in the future. Okay. So now that you understand that, you can be clear now. And also, what does this comp plan reward most? Who can tell me? What does this comp plan reward most? Consistency, volume, broad answers. Get a little bit more specific. What does this comp plan reward the most? Leadership. Okay, these are all right answers, but retention. You're starting to get hot there, Deanna. You're starting to get real hot, right? This comp plan. Joe Peach comes through with the answer. Subscriptions. This comp plan rewards you the most for building a massive base of subscriptions and retaining those subscriptions, like Deanna said. So if I get paid for the most for cooking, what should I focus on at your restaurant? Yeah, I need to be a team player, help out and do all that other stuff, but what should be my main activity? Cooking. If this comp plan places the highest value on developing a base of subscriptions, what should be your focus? Building a large base of subscriptions, right? Even your recruiting has the intent of building a large base of subscriptions. You always want to do and be thinking about what you get paid to do, right? If you opened up a car dealership, right? Let me go to that next slide. Okay. So you get paid for enrollment packs, bringing on new team members, and you get paid for subscriptions. And who does a subscription? It's on the screen. I want to see who can read. Where do you get subscriptions from? Who are the people who subscribe to Elevate? Team members, and I'm surprised it took so long. It's on the screen. Customers and team members. So when you enroll a team member, what is the objective? What is the minimum objective of a new team member? Minimum objective. Not the best case scenario. Minimum objective, like Peg just said, is that this is a person who's going to be on a subscription and stay on a subscription. Now, ultimately, what is the goal of a team member? That they're going to help you do what? They're going to help you do what? Get more what? See, we have a hard time being specific. Thank you, Mr. Romero. They're going to help you get more subscriptions. Because remember, what is your objective? Sell subscriptions, right? If we were a coffee company, if our main product was coffee, what would your objective be? Ah, Jackie Phillips, the lights are coming on. I love you, girl. Sell coffee. All right. We sell a subscription-based trading education platform and community. What is our objective? We sell a subscription-based trading education platform and community. What is your objective? Sell, 2 words, sell subscriptions. Thank you, Deanna. Period. If you open up a car dealership, what would your objective be? Sell cars, right? What would you be thinking about every day? Selling cars. How would you measure your success every day? How many cars did I sell? Right? If you sell 1 car a week, how you doing? Terrible. Right? Thank you, Michelle. You're doing terrible. Right? So this is the problem is, Edson, you remember, right? When I went through this? Elijah, I think you were there too, Elijah. I think Bernard was there too. Travell was there. What I shared with everybody is that you see how obvious this is? You see how obvious this is? Right? Deanna, in your business, you do anesthesia. How do you measure success? How many people did I put to sleep and wake up? Right? This is one, but people don't apply that level of thinking to their network marketing business. Except the people who win big, they do. So I'm giving you guys, this is why we're doing foundation before we do the plan. Because when we get to the plan, you guys are going to come with the right mindset ready to go, right? So you measure your success by subscriptions. Very simple. Like, I'm going to be challenging you guys to put up a board in your house and keep track. How many subscriptions are in my business? The day you start, you got 1. You enroll 2 team members, you got 3 now. Yours plus theirs. All 3 of you get 10 customers, you have 33. I want to teach you to think about your business this way, to be scientific, to be surgical, to know your numbers and watch how the numbers grow. You start keeping track of what matters, okay? All right, here's the next thing. How do you need to be? Notice B is bigger. How do you need to be? Who do you need to be in order to be successful? You need to be focused. You need to be focused on building your subscription business every single day. You need to be tracking that. Cynthia, every single day. Curtis, we talked about this, bro. Every single day. How many subscriptions? How many subscriptions? Do I have more than yesterday, Shannon? Do I have more than everything? More than yesterday? Do I have more than last week? You have not been running your business this way. But you will. Okay? Another part of being focused is you got to have a long-term view, focused, consistent, committed. You can't be of the mindset that, oh, I'm gonna go here now. I'm gonna go there now. What if you opened up a car dealership and you started out selling Fords? You got a Ford dealership. And after 2 years, you're still not getting where you want to be. So you say, you know what, maybe it's because people don't like Fords. And so you change it and you say, now I'm going to sell Toyotas. So now you start ramping up your Toyota sales. And after 2 years, you're kind of still not where you want to be. And so you say, you know what, maybe it's the Toyotas. So now you start selling Chevrolets. I'm going to sell Chevrolets now. So now you got to ramp up, start your Chevrolet business, right? And after 2 years or so, you're still not where you want to be. And so you say, you know what? I'm gonna start selling Mazdas. 8 years now have gone by. And you're kind of still where you started. Can anybody tell me what the problem is? What's the problem? I'm gonna tell you what the problem is. The problem, you're right. Everybody says you. It's right. The problem is you. And the problem is that you didn't focus your energy on trying to solve the problem. The problem is that you didn't say, hey, how can I get better so I can get the results I want? Let me check my plan. Let me check my activities. And so you're always in this starting over mode because you keep thinking the grass is greener someplace else. What do you think would have happened if you would have stuck with it and you just would have stayed with the Fords for 8 years? Do you think you would have eventually figured it out? Let me help you. I put together a little chart for you. These are 3 of the top earners in network marketing. How many of you would love to be able to say that you've earned over $105 million from your company? How many of you would love to be able to say that you've earned over $460 million? Almost $500 million from your company. But what these folks are showing you is that you don't earn the right to do that unless you have staying power. Jeff Roberti has been with Juice Plus for over 30 years. The Jaeger Group has been with Amway. They turned into a family business, and now over 50 years. Rolf Kipp has been with Forever Living for over 25 years. The numbers that Holton put up, Organo, 13 years. Gentleman stayed with my last company. He's been there now for about 15 years. $1 million a month is what he's earning. Because instead of changing companies, they change themselves. Somebody want to put that in the chat? Instead of changing companies, change yourself. Because the problem is every time you change companies, you take one thing with you. If you're not making money here and you change companies, you just took that same loser with you. And here's how you can tell that the person who moved on isn't really that good. Because if they can't rebuild it from scratch, they ain't shit. If you got to go and recruit everybody from your other company in order to build your new company, and if your whole sales pitch is everything that was wrong about your old company instead of everything that's great about your new company, then you have officially demonstrated that you took the problem with you. So I'm showing you this slide so you can realize these people, none of these folks started out making crushing numbers. What they did is they focused on changing themselves to get better so that they could change their results.
It took Holton 7 years.
It took Holton 7 years to crack the code. Okay, so that's why I'm laying some foundation for you, because you know what, we can lay out the best plan in the world for you, but if you're not these things, you ain't gonna make no money. You got to be all in. Can I give you guys a story about all in? How many of you know Elon Musk? How many of you know who Elon Musk is? Right? How many of you know who Elon Musk is? Everybody knows who Elon Musk is, right? I know he's famous for some things right now, but what is he most famous for? What is he most famous for? That's right, Godly. Tesla. Check this out, guys. 2008, December 2008, Tesla was close to death. The company had one car, the Roadster. Sales were abysmal. And the company was in debt over $100 million. The creditors wanted their money. They were now starting to take legal action. And the company was this close to death. In December of 2008, Elon Musk called his investors together and said, I personally have $20 million left to my name. That's all he had, 20 million. And he said, I believe in this company. I am all in. I know that we can make it. And I am willing to put my last $20 million in, everything that I have, if you guys will match it. And his investors matched it. Why? Because he was all in. They were willing to follow somebody who was all in. And Tesla went from being this close to death as a company to today being worth over $800 billion, which is more than every other car manufacturer combined. Twice as much. You add up all the other car companies together, it adds up to about $400 billion, and Tesla by itself is $800 billion. This is a story about being all in. And I applaud each and every one of you guys, because you know what? I know that people have been trying to pick you off, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You're still here. You're all in. And a key part of the plan is going to be that people see that you are all in. Because Kia, you've already demonstrated that people should follow you because you're all in. Deanna, you're all in. Edson, you're all in. Danny, you're all freaking in. Kevin and Tammy, you're all in. Michelle, all in. I can name everybody who's on this call. I can just call all the names again. Curtis, you're all in. You've proven to me that you're all in. Because I know you got those phone calls. You're still here. You're all in. Elijah and Anna are all in. Jean Felix, all in. Right? So that is what people are going to follow, that level of all in. But you also need to be a person of action. 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 Travell, you got to be a person of action, meaning that you got to do it. That's another thing. Another thing that Elon Musk is famous for is his work ethic. No one can outwork him. He is an action guy, and he demands everybody around him to be about action. That's right, Topsy. Tell him go away. I'm focused, man. Go do what you're gonna do. More power to you. I hope you win. But this is what I'm gonna win right here. Thank you. All right, but you got to be a person of action. I got it. Can I be honest with you guys? If I can be honest with you guys, say be yes or be honest or whatever you want to put in the chat. Can I be brutally honest with you guys? Even if it might hurt your feelings with what I'm about to say. Okay. Thank you for permission. One of the reasons you're not making money is because you're not an action person. You're not. A couple of weeks ago, I asked, how many people did you expose the business to in the last, I think it was what, 2 weeks, I said, Mark, something like that? And some of you guys put ones in the chat. 2s, 3s, 0s. You'd go out of business with any business. So I want you to, as we get ready to roll out this plan, I want you to start making an internal commitment to being an action person. You're going to have to be about action. You ain't going to get it. It's not going to come to you. You're going to have to go get it. You're going to have to hustle. You're going to have to work. And you can't BS yourself. Letitia, you're going to have to be honest with you. Vonnie, you have to be honest with you. Romero, you're gonna have to be honest with you. Am I doing the do? And you're gonna have to push yourself to do the do every single day. And you're gonna want to be a student. You got to learn your business. You need to be a student of what it takes to be a successful person. You need to be a student of what it takes to magnetize and attract people to your business. You have to learn how to sell. Maybe one of the reasons that you're not getting signups and customers is you just don't know how to sell. Okay, well, learn to sell. You had to go to school and learn how to do what you do, right? Right, Joyce? Well, then you need to learn how to sell. Go to school. What are you listening to? What are you watching on YouTube? Turn the TV off. Make YouTube your new TV. Education. How to sell. Listen, just absorb, get better, get better, get better. Okay. So these are the things that you gotta do. So when we lay this plan out for you guys, you'll be ready. Because the reality is we're about to do something big and crazy together. Right, Deanna? Right? Rank Up Academy. Holton said you don't have to do it, but why not? Right? So in order for us to do something big together, we got to get ready. You need to get your team engaged right now. Don't wait for us to say, hey, we're doing the plan this Saturday. When you get off of this call, you need to start engaging your folks. You need to write down who's still here, but just kind of hanging around. Have some heart to heart with them. Re-engage them. Get them back to flight school. Okay? And then here's the other thing. Enroll 5 to 10 brand new people who have no history, no baggage right now. Because wouldn't it be great to have 5 or 10 new people that are fired up, and then next week or the week after we say, okay, guys, here's the plan. Boom. And they're on, and you got 5 to 10 brand new fired up people who just got the same plan that you did, and they're ready to go to war. But I'll tell you what, guys, we're just so crazy excited I've been talking with Darren Gibson, Presidential Diamond Darren Gibson, almost every day. He is committing to step up and help everybody. All right, Travell, you are the man. Travell's got 10 new people right now. Travell, you need to have a team meeting. Right? You've been on a lot of things that I've been on over the past few weeks. I know you've been learning about seductive persuasion. Time for you to put some of that seductive persuasion to work, sir. Say, hey, listen, the best in the business are about to lay out the plan. Let's get ready. Let's get our minds right. You know, if they weren't all on here, Travell, grab the recording from Facebook, make sure they watch it. This recording on Facebook needs to get the highest views ever, because all your team members who weren't here got to watch it. If I'm you, I'm giving homework assignments.
Yes, sir.
I'm giving homework assignments. I'm like, you weren't on, watch this, and we're gonna schedule an appointment to talk about it. Okay? Because something big is coming. We are gonna do this thing big. We're gonna lay out the plan, and then we're gonna go to war. How's that sound, everybody? Who's excited about that? Who's excited about that? Who's gonna get their mind right? Who's ready? Who's ready? Let me ask you a question. Did I give you something to think about today? Who's ready to reform? Who's ready to be, hey, listen, come on, you guys are professionals in every other aspect of your life. You got jobs, you got businesses, you show up every day, you work hard. Elijah, you know all about discipline, man. You're so fit. Kia, I've seen you work so hard for your company. You came here to Houston. The group was going out to play. You stayed in and you worked. You opened up your computer and you did your work. I know you're a disciplined lady. How many of you are ready to apply that same discipline? If we give you a very specific plan where you have crystal clarity on what you need to do. There's no question on what to do. You don't have to figure out what to do. You're just going to do the freaking plan.
Solid foundation.
Right. Focused. Take the next week to do some heavy work on yourself. Get your mind right. Get ready for war. What does getting ready for war look like for you? What does getting ready to get down to it look like for you? All right? Do it, because it's about to go down. Diamond Tier, I know you are war ready, and you showed me a picture of the room over there. I'm going to let you guys get back to it. We love you guys. That is it for flight school today. Get your mind right and get ready for war. All right. Quick picture mark. 1, 2, 3. And that's it. Everybody have a rocking Saturday. See you guys. Big things coming.